Hi everyone, welcome to the second part of lesson number 2A. In this part, we will be discussing about the CAM setup for this particular part, which include operations like a phasing, drilling and contouring. So this is the part that we have done, and let's go for the setup. First thing is go to machine and we are looking for a milling operation. And in the milling operation, you can see the machine group 1. Under machine group 1, the first step is to set up the stock. Go and click on the stock setup. So here we already have discussed about the procedure. You can either click on manual and select everything. See, select everything, keep selection. So it will be selected 100 by 130, or you can do by using this method also, all shown. I need to add a 2 mm on the top for milling. So I'll be entering 2, click OK. So you can see that the total length now is 100 by 100 and a 2 mm is added. So the height is 32 now. And the other setup we should check is normally, as we discussed in the previous video. So the sequence number I'm keeping 1, 1. So also the material. So here is the material. I'm choosing the material 6061. And in the tool, you can make one configuration, that is 1 if there is a duplication of the tool numbers. Okay, click OK now. So those are the initial setup. If you want to see the stock, you can see the stock over here. From the front view, you can see that a 2 mm has been added. Let me go back to isometry. So next thing is we need to go for the first operation. The first operation is phasing operation. Let's go and click on the phase mill. So the wireframe chaining window will open. So here, as I mentioned earlier, no need to select any phase for the or any chain for the phasing operation. So if you are not selecting anything, system will consider the external boundary as the area to be phased. So here, say for example, if I'm choosing this one, the outer geometry, you can see that it is selected the entire area and click OK. So it will take you to the tool path for the phasing. Here the phasing operation has already been selected. On the right side, you can see that what you have chosen. Okay. If you want to change it, in our case, no need to change anything, but you have an option here to select chain. So the pop-up window will come for the chain manager. Click right button. Either you can go for rechain all or you can add more chains. So that's an option. I just want to show you. Then go to the tools. I have already selected the tool. The tool is face mill 50. It is not here. You can go here and select the tool. Okay. Now come down to the cut parameters. This is the parameters to be set up. We discussed everything. Zigzag is the common option. I don't want to keep any stock in the things, and all these things are default. If you want to change, you can change it. And when you press the apply button, you can see the preview. So this is fine for me. Now the depth of cut also. So the total depth is 2 mm. So what I need to do is I'll go for 1 mm each, but I need to have a 0.5 mm at the bottom for the finishing operation. Now linking parameter, most important one, same thing like the previous. So we'll be going for 50 absolute. So this is 25 absolute, and here we are keeping 15 for the feed change. So the top of the stock, it's already selected automatically. We have a 2 mm extra. So that is the top of the stock currently. And we need to go to the depth, that is the surface of the workpiece. That is 0. So these two things are correct. If you have any doubt, you can just go here and just select any surface over there. See, it will be selected also. Now the coolant must be on. We are cutting with a metal. So again, so you can see the toolpath. Click OK. So once you are done with this one, you can check for the backplot and double check whether the operation is going correctly or not. So here I'm skipping a little bit. Yes. So again, it is going to the next step and go continue. So I'm okay with this one. So I'm not doing the simulation now. We will do the simulation together at the end. So if you are finding any problem in between, we can come back and fix it. Okay. So here, these are the informations available. First one is the parameters. Second one is the tool, geometry, and the toolpath. So any point of time, you can click on the parameter. So it will open the parameter window and you can change the things. Okay. So that is one of the options that we can use if you are doing something wrong. Now, the second operation, that is the contouring operation. So contouring is an important operation that we didn't discuss so far. So let's focus on the contour. Click on contour. So for doing the contouring operation, let's take the figure back. See, the contouring operation is happening on the outer surface. It will remove this extra material to a depth of 5 mm. To do this one, I need to select the chain. To select the chain easily, I will change the level in which I will hide the solid and make it as top. So I'm going to remove this area. Okay, so it is end up over here. I'm going to select this one. When I'm clicking on this one, you can see that the entire outer geometry in this area is selected, right? Here there is an important thing. What we are going to do is climb milling. Climb milling means the tool is rotating in the clockwise direction. So the direction of selection of the chain also should be clockwise. Okay. Say for example, this is very important. So for example, if I'm moving this one to the other direction over here, say for example, say if your selection is coming like this, it won't remove the surface from outside. It will remove it from inside because the tool will come inside and start rotating. So in order to remove something from outside, you need to make sure that your direction of change should be in this way. So I'll be keep this one over here. You can, okay. So this is to enable the climb milling operation. So this is very important and you need to notice this one before you start the contour. Okay. Now I will click OK. Then again, the toolpath will come. The toolpath, the window is enabled. Here we need to select the tool. So I will keep this one isometric and move it to this side so that I can see. Now, the tool I'm going to use an end mill. Go to filter. I'm selecting an end mill of 10 mm. Flat end mill 10 mm. So holder, you can leave that one blank. Cut parameters. Here you can see that the compensation direction is left. Depth of cut, this is total 5 mm. And always when you are choosing the maximum depth it can go in a single go is normally 50% of the diameter of the tool. So let me go for 3 mm here. It will cut. And the final cut, it will go 1 mm. Okay, for the finishing. This is fine. Then there is another important thing is the lead in and lead out. So the lead in and lead out will determine like how the tool is going inside and how it is actually entering and exiting. So say for example, let me show you see this is actually the lead in and lead out you are seeing. So we can control the position of everything. Say for example, here the arc radius is 100. If you want to reduce that one to 70, you can do that one. So it will have lesser motion. So you can actually transfer to the exit also. Now apply so that this is reduced. Now here what we can do is the length of this one I'm changing to 70% as well. Okay, apply. So you can see that the length is also changed. The curve is changed and the length is also changed. Also the enter and exit at the midpoint. So that also we can change it to the edges. I'm not doing that one in this case. We need to come back here for doing one more step. And before that, let me proceed and see how it's going to work. This lead is okay. Now is the multipass. Multipass is an important thing that we are doing for this contouring operation. So click on multipass. Multipass means the number of passes going through the surface to remove the material. So first let me change I need minimum 2 passes here because the width of this one in each side is 10 mm. Let me see. Okay, by this, there is one more passes, but we are not sure that whether it will be removing the edge or not. Okay, so to confirm that one, what I need to do, I will keep only 2 for the time being. Then if it is not cutting the end, we will be adding one more. Okay, the finishing pass, I have to have one finishing pass to clear the surface. The space is 0.5. So here you can see, but this finishing pass should happen only at the final depth. We don't need to do this finishing passes in all depths. Okay, final depth. Okay, that is the multi-passes linking parameter. So let's do the linking parameter. For that, I'm changing and keeping these active. 50, this is 25, the feed plane is 15, and top of the stock is not 2. We already have done the facing, so we are currently on the surface that is 0. So if you want to check that correctly, go here and I'm choosing the circle that is 0. How much is the depth? We are reaching up to the bottom here. So go to the depth, I'm selecting. So you can choose it here. We know that this is 5 mm, but if you want to choose it directly from here, see, this is -5. So what you need to do is select any entity from that area. Okay, so I will change all these things to absolute. That is important. Now we can make the toolpath again. So this is the latest toolpath. Here is the case I want to discuss with you. Let me first finish this off. Go to coolant, switch on the coolant, click OK. Now let me go for isometric view. You can see that this yellow color is representing the tool is always going back to the same position for each of the cut. Let me backplot it so you will understand. So I'm going starting like this. Initially it will go. Again, it is going back and all the way it is starting to the next step. So these steps are extra. This step is required for some of the application that we will discuss. But for our application, this movement is extra and it is actually a wastage of time. So to avoid this one, there is an option. I will go back to the parameter again. In the parameter, what we need to do is I will go to multi-passes. In multi-pass, I don't want to have the tool going up all the time. So to change this one, see, keep tool down. So the tool will be down until it finishes all the passes. See, when I'm clicking apply, you can see that it is actually coming back at the end only. So click OK. Now this is fine. Okay, let's go and see how it's going to work and whether it is removing all the material or not. To see that properly, we need to go for simulation. So for doing that one, let me make the facing also active. As I mentioned, you need to click on select all operations. Now go to evaluate. A new window will be popping up now. Okay, I'll go for verify, show the edges, and also in different color. Okay, I will make it isometric. And in the home, I don't want to see the axis. This is fine. Let's go for the first operation. We'll make it slow. So the facing. Okay. Okay, here you can see that when we are doing the simulation verify, we saw that this part is not been removed with that passes. Okay, so what we can do, I'll close here, go back, and I just need to go to the parameter. I need to go for one more passes. It's very simple. We will increase one more passes. See, so by this, it will remove the corner as well. Okay, so normally when we are setting up the tool path, we need to avoid unnecessary paths. For example, we can make sure that by giving 5 passes, it will remove the entire material. These 2 passes are really not necessary. So this is waste of time. In industry, waste of time is waste of money. So we should not do that. So that is, we need to make an optimum tool path. So let's keep it 3. 3 is essential. Good. Click OK. Let's go back and do the simulation again. Okay, I'll go here, same setup, go for simulation this time, fit it to screen, zoom it little bit, let's go. This time you can see that it is removing the entire material. Okay, so it's fine. Now let's go to the last operation. The last operation is drilling here. Go to drill. We discussed this one in the last class, so you can choose. I'll change the level to wireframe and go here. So all the holes are same. I'll select this hole, Control A. These are the 4 same holes. I need to click the order here. Sorry, select the point to point, doing this way. Click OK. Tool holder. Tool is 8 mm. So let's go for 8 mm here. Now the cut parameters, all these things. If you want to review how to do the setting up and the details, you can check the previous video, the video number 1.2, that is explaining fully about drilling. Okay, only in the start, retract is okay. I'll keep it 15. Absolute top of the stock. So top of the stock is this. Let's choose it from here. And the depth is, we know that it is going -8. Okay, 8 mm depth. Switch on the coolant on and see this is the click OK. And let me take it back. Go to levels. Okay. Let's see the backplot. Okay, it's going here. Very good. Now let's do a simulation of the full parts. So I'll select all the operations. Go to, I'll keep it here, simulation. Now let's go for the part program generation. Click on G1, NC file, click OK. I'm generating it here, 2A. Okay, here is the part program. You can see that 3 tools we are using, flatten the mill, and all the operations are listed here. We can use this part program to run in the CNC machine after proper work and tool offset. That's all for lesson 2A. Thank you.